We're joined now in studio with head coach June Jones. Coach, is it frustrating to see your team drop one in the polls after winning on the road with your backup quarterback in a place you've never won before? And then there's teams like USC on a bye week and Florida, who's lost 3 games. They move up. I mean, is it no respect for Hawaii? Same old story?
You know, I didn't even know until you just told me that right there. I don't follow it. We were on a mission to win all our games, and we got 2 left, and Boise's the next one, and we'll worry about it in two more weeks.
Fair enough. I can see on your face you still have got that instant classic in the back of your mind. I mean, you must be so excited about the accomplishment for your team out of Nevada.
That was unbelievable. I mean, all 3 the 2 overtime wins in that one. I mean, that just doesn't happen really in college football, to have that type of commitment from the kids to each other and to winning and you know, to take the ball down the field with no timeouts and put it in position to win a game, and then Dan make two kicks and pressure on. I mean, what a thrill.
Yeah, we're going to start with the end of the game and with Dan Kelly. Talk about proving ground. He has a 45-yard field goal attempt, and Chris Ault deciding to ice him with not 1 but 2 timeouts. One right when he gets it through the uprights, yet he goes and kicks it again, and the second kick's better than the first. What can you talk about his confidence?
Well, I think, you know, just watching Dan since he's been here as a freshman, I think every time I put him in a pressure situation like that, he's done well. And I'd going back to a long kick last year when we hadn't been real good at it, and he went in and got it done, and then of course the 49-yarder at Louisiana Tech was huge. And you know, Dan's kicks under pressure, and he does a pretty good job, and you'd rather have guys like that than the ones that buckle under pressure.
Yeah, and do you know what he said was the best part about that kick?
No.
Was seeing your smile and the big hug you gave him after when he came to the sideline.
Well, that's good. I was proud of him. You know, he has kind of like all kickers goes through a lot of stuff on the field, and you know, he's a big part of our team and a big part of the reason we're still 10-0.
As much as Dan Kelly gets credit, we're going to give some to Tyler Grunke. 7 of 11 down that final stretch, no timeouts, like you said, sets up the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, no, it was pretty unbelievable. I mean, that's stuff you see on Sundays. You know, NFL veteran quarterbacks, and you know, our receivers did a great job of catching the ball, getting out of bounds, catching the ball, getting first downs to stop the clock. And you know, it was something that we practice every Friday, and we do it in training camp, kind of in some live drills. And the kids, when they had to have it, they got it done. And Tyler did a great job.
Coach, we started off this season with Warrior fans kind of on the fence for Tyler Grunke, even booing him at times, and to this point now embracing him as Hawaii's future. What did you like about the way Grunke played, like a newfound respect that you have for him now? Well,
I mean, I knew he was a player. I've known that since he came. In fact, even in 2005, when Colt was struggling early, I thought Tyler was handling a lot of things in 05 early, and I almost put Tyler in the game for Colt at that time. You know, 4 or 5 games into the season. But you know, Tyler's competitive. You know, he's a winner, and he does it a different way than Colt. Colt is a very gifted and player, and certainly is in his own right a #1 pick in my mind. But Tyler's you know, Tyler's a very good quarterback at what we do, and he'll get his chance to play next year.
And of course, Colt Brennan coming off that concussion. We saw him on the practice field, cleared by doctors to play, said he felt fine. Yet what went into that final decision that you thought it'd be too much of a risk for him to play?
Well, I thought it was too much of a risk for him personally. You know, if he had the way this thing's going now in the National Football League, if he had another concussion within 6 or 7 days, it's a big red flag on draft day. You know, that it's something that they don't want to see. And so, you know, for me personally, obviously I would have liked to play because it gave us a better chance to win. But I did know that if we could win the game with Tyler, and get back here with Colt coming back, that it would just be more hype for the last 2, and that's certainly what's going to happen.
Was there ever a moment that you thought, okay, I think maybe we should have Colt in right now?
No, I wasn't going to put him in. I put him in for 2 plays, and I really did that the first part of this series. We had never gone with no backs before. They'd had 2 weeks of practice, and you know, my plan was in the first half to go a lot of empty with no backs, and then to rotate in the 3 or 4 quarterbacks, just so that they'd be on the sideline, you know, drawing up things over there, wondering what the heck's going on. All the 2 weeks of practice kind of went out the window, and it worked. And Tyler hit the first pass right down the middle, just like we said it was going to happen. You know, came in and ran a couple balls, and Colt completed his couple passes, so you know it ended up. I think by halftime they were in there talking about what they were going to do in the second half. Not their game plan was kind of out the window.
Coming up next, he took the team on his shoulders and led them downfield when it mattered most. Tyler Grunke is in studio to talk about his clutch performance and the journey that lies ahead.
Wait, just wait.